You can't protect your eyes if you eat these 7 things every day. Your eyesight is your independence. It's how you read a message from your daughter, recognize the smile on your grandchild's face, or enjoy a quiet moment with your favorite book. It helps you drive, cook, pray, and stay connected to the people and world you love. But what if I told you that some of the foods you eat every day, yes, even the ones that seem harmless or healthy, might be silently damaging your vision? Hi, I'm Dr. Ashley, and in my work supporting senior health over the past 2 decades, I've seen a heartbreaking pattern. People lose their vision not just because they're getting older, but because of small daily habits that quietly chip away at their eye health, until one day, the world starts to blur. Blurry vision, dry, irritated eyes, difficulty seeing at night, or worse, macular degeneration or diabetic retinopathy. All of these can be connected to what's on your plate. In today's video, we're going to walk through 7 common foods that many seniors eat almost every day, and that may be contributing to vision damage without you even realizing it. Don't worry, though. I'll also show you simple, safe, and delicious replacements you can make starting today, because your eyesight is worth protecting, and it's never too late to start. Let's begin with one of the most surprising foods of all. Food No. 1. Sugary breakfast cereals. The morning mistake. Let me paint a picture. It's 7:30 a.m. You pour yourself a bowl of cereal, maybe corn flakes, bran flakes, or a popular heart-healthy brand that claims to have fiber, iron, or vitamins. It feels light, it's quick, and it's easy on the stomach. But behind that innocent box is a serious threat to your vision. Most breakfast cereals, especially the ones marketed to seniors, are loaded with added sugars, even the so-called healthy ones. In fact, some contain more sugar per serving than a dessert. Now here's why that matters for your eyes. The science behind the damage when you consume sugary foods in the morning. Your blood sugar spikes. Over time, these constant spikes damage the tiny blood vessels in your retina, the light-sensitive part at the back of your eye. This can lead to diabetic retinopathy even if you're not diabetic, macular degeneration, retinal swelling, and vision distortion. Dry eyes and poor night vision. You may not notice it right away, but over the years, this damage builds up like rust on a machine until the lights start to dim. What I see in the clinic. I've had patients in their late 60s and 70s come in saying, "Doctor, my eyes are getting worse. It must be age." But after a few tests and a peek into their daily diet, it's clear sugar is playing a bigger role than age. They were starting each day with something that looks innocent, but acts like poison to their eyesight. What you can do instead, you don't have to skip breakfast. Just change it. Try plain oats, add cinnamon, or chopped nuts for flavor, whole grain toast with avocado, or a boiled egg, low sugar Greek yogurt with berries, a smoothie with spinach, almond milk, and banana. These options keep your blood sugar stable and your eye vessels safe. Quick senior tip. Next time you shop, check the label, and if sugar or anything ending in O's is one of the first 3 ingredients, put it back. Your eyes deserve better. Question for you. What's your favorite healthy breakfast swap? Share it in the comments. Your idea might help someone else protect their vision too. Food number 2. Processed meats. The salty saboteur. Let's talk about another senior favorite. Ham, bacon, sausages, deli meats. They're convenient, they last a long time in the fridge, and they taste great with eggs or sandwiches. But for your eyes, they're a disaster waiting to happen. The problem: salt, nitrates, and preservatives. Processed meats are often high in sodium, and many contain nitrates, chemical preservatives that extend shelf life and color, but also promote inflammation in the body. Excess sodium and preservatives raise blood pressure even in people without diagnosed hypertension, and stiffen and narrow blood vessels, including the ones in your eyes. Increase the risk of hypertensive retinopathy, where blood vessels in the retina start to leak or burst, dry out your eyes, making it harder to read or watch TV comfortably. Here's the tricky part. Even if you think you're not adding salt, it's already hidden inside. A single serving of deli turkey or breakfast sausage can have more than half your day's sodium, and that's before adding cheese or bread. What happens to your eyes? Imagine watering your garden through a hose. If the hose is pinched, twisted, or clogged, the flowers don't get what they need. That's what's happening to your eyes when your tiny capillaries get stiff or damaged by salt. They can't deliver nutrients. Oxygen levels drop. The retina suffers, and your vision fades. Many seniors I've seen also experience sudden blurry vision after salty meals, especially if they're dehydrated. What to eat instead? Don't worry. You don't have to give up meat. Try these instead. Grilled or baked chicken breast seasoned with herbs. Not salt, fresh turkey slices from a butcher. Not prepackaged salmon or sardines rich in omega-3 south that protect your eyes. Tofu or lentils for a plant-based option. Add flavor with lemon juice, rosemary, garlic, or black pepper. Not salt shakers. Quick senior tip. To flush excess sodium out of your system, drink more water. Eat potassium-rich foods like bananas or spinach, and walk daily to improve blood flow. Let's chat. Do you enjoy processed meats regularly? What's one you could replace this week? Share your idea. Someone else may be looking for the same solution. Food number 3. Fried foods, crispy on the outside, dangerous on the inside. Who doesn't love a crispy treat now and then? Golden brown French fries, crunchy fried chicken, or crispy pakoras. They taste amazing, right? But here's the problem. When fried foods become a regular part of your diet, your eyes can pay a very steep price. Why fried foods are harmful to your eyes? Most fried foods are cooked in refined oils or reused cooking fats that are high in trans fats and inflammatory compounds. These substances do more than harm your heart. They directly damage the tiny arteries and capillaries that feed your retina. Here's what happens. Trans fats increase LDL bad cholesterol and reduce HDL good cholesterol. Blood vessels stiffen and narrow, reducing oxygen and nutrients to your eyes. Inflammation rises throughout your body, including inside your eyes. This increases the risk of macular degeneration and retinal damage. Macular degeneration affects your central vision, the part you use to read, recognize faces, or see fine details. And once it's gone, it doesn't come back. What I've seen in patients. I once treated a retired teacher who came in complaining of dull, blurry vision. She was active, didn't smoke, and had no family history of eye disease. But her diet, lots of fried snacks and takeout meals. When we made simple changes, like switching to grilled foods and using olive oil at home, her vision stabilized in just a few months. The eyes are powerful, but they also heal when given the right support. What to eat instead? You don't need to say goodbye to flavor or crunch, just the harmful fats. Try this. Air-fried vegetables or sweet potatoes. Baked chicken with turmeric and black pepper. Roasted chickpeas as a crispy snack. Use oils like extra virgin olive oil, avocado oil, or ghee in moderation. Also, eat more antioxidant-rich foods like carrots, spinach, kale, and red bell peppers. These help repair oxidative damage caused by fried foods. Quick tip for seniors. If you eat out, always ask, can you grill or bake that instead? Most restaurants will happily accommodate. and your eyes will thank you. Let's discuss. What's one fried food you could swap out this week? Share below. Your tip might help someone make the same smart choice. Food number 4. White bread. The soft trap white bread has been a staple in many homes for decades. It's soft, easy to chew, and feels comforting. But when it comes to your eye health, white bread is far from harmless. In fact, eating white bread regularly is like sending your blood sugar on a roller coaster ride. And those sharp drops and spikes, they damage your eyes. What white bread does to your body and vision. White bread is made from refined flour, which lacks fiber, vitamins, and minerals. It breaks down into sugar quickly, causing rapid blood sugar spikes, damage to the delicate capillaries in your retina, increased risk of diabetic retinopathy. Even in non-diabetics, poor circulation, which starves the eyes of oxygen, long-term inflammation, and here's the scary part. Many seniors eat white bread 2 to 3 times a day, at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, not realizing the cumulative damage. You may not notice anything at first, but over time, this habit can lead to blurred or fuzzy vision, difficulty seeing in dim light, poor night driving, retinal thinning, or swelling. Real-life example. One of my patients, a 72-year-old retired nurse, was struggling with cloudy vision, especially at night. She assumed it was cataracts, but after reviewing her food diary, I found she was eating white toast for breakfast, a white roll at lunch, and white rice or pasta at dinner. We switched her to whole grains, added leafy greens, and made sure she was hydrated. 3 months later, her blood sugar was stable. Her night vision improved. She could read again without her magnifier. Small food changes can have big eye results. Better bread choices. Here are senior-friendly, eye-safe alternatives. Whole grain bread with oats, seeds, or sprouted grains, multigrain flatbreads, or roti Ezekiel bread, or low-carb. High-fiber options, add avocado, hummus, or boiled egg for more nutrients. If you're unsure, check the label. Look for breads with 3 grams or more of fiber per slice, and make sure whole grain is the first ingredient. Quick senior strategy. Try swapping just 1 meal a day, like toast at breakfast, with a whole grain option. You'll feel fuller longer and protect your eyes at the same time. Share in the comments. Do you eat white bread daily? What's one swap you'd be willing to try this week? Food number 5. Margarine and shortening. The hidden fats hurting your vision. Margarine and shortening were once praised as a healthy alternative to butter, especially during the low-fat craze of the 80s and 90s. But we now know better. If you're over 60 and still using margarine or baking with shortening, this is one eye health mistake you don't want to ignore. The problem with margarine and shortening. Margarine and shortening are often made with partially hydrogenated oils, a major source of trans fats. Even if the label says 0 grams trans fat, food companies are allowed to round down if there's less than 0.5 grams per serving. That means you could still be eating small amounts every day without realizing it. Here's what trans fats do. Raise LDL bad cholesterol and lower HDL good cholesterol. Promote systemic inflammation, which directly affects the retina and optic nerve. Increase risk of blood vessel blockages, especially in small capillaries in your eyes. Contribute to macular degeneration, which causes permanent central vision loss. Slow down oxygen delivery to eye tissues, making it harder for your eyes to repair themselves. Why seniors are especially at risk. As we age, our metabolism slows and blood vessels naturally become less flexible. When you combine this with daily exposure to trans fats, the damage adds up faster. In my clinic, I've seen patients in their 60s and 70s with sudden drops in vision, not caused by trauma, but by years of quiet vascular damage caused by poor fat choices. What to use instead? Healthy fats are your friend, especially the ones that reduce inflammation and nourish the eyes. Here are better options. Extra virgin olive oil, rich in antioxidants and heart-healthy fats. Avocado oil, high smoke point and great for cooking. Ghee, clarified butter, easy to digest and rich in vitamin A. Real butter in moderation, far safer than margarine when used wisely. Nut butters like almond or peanut butter, full of vitamin E, great for retinal health. And for baking, use applesauce, mashed banana, or Greek yogurt as replacements in many recipes. Senior kitchen tip: when you're reading a label, look for hydrogenated oil. If it's listed, put it back. That's trans fat in disguise. What do you use to cook with? Share in the comments what oils or spreads you use at home. It might help someone make a better choice today. Food number 6. Instant noodles, the convenient killer for eye health. Instant noodles, they're cheap, fast, and comforting. Many seniors keep them on hand for a quick lunch or light dinner. But this popular pantry item could be one of the most dangerous meals for your eyes. Why instant noodles are harmful? Instant noodles are packed with high levels of sodium, unhealthy saturated fats, artificial flavor enhancers, and preservatives. All of these ingredients weaken your cardiovascular and visual systems. Here's how. The high salt content increases blood pressure, which puts extra strain on the blood vessels in your retina. The unhealthy fats raise cholesterol, which contributes to arterial stiffness and restricted blood flow. MSG and chemical additives trigger inflammation, which accelerates degeneration in the eye tissues over time. These effects lead to retinal damage, increased risk of diabetic retinopathy, and hypertensive retinopathy. Poor night vision, increased dryness, especially in those already taking medications for blood pressure or diabetes. One senior's story: I had a patient, a widower in his late 60s, who lived alone and relied heavily on instant meals. He thought noodles were an easy way to eat without fuss. But over the years, his blood pressure crept up. His vision started deteriorating. He was diagnosed with early-stage macular degeneration. When we removed the instant noodles and replaced them with simple, home-prepped options like vegetable soups and boiled eggs, his blood pressure dropped, and his eyes stopped declining. It's not just about removing a harmful food. It's about giving your body something nourishing in return. Easy, healthy alternatives. You don't need to become a chef. You just need quick, real food swaps. Instead of instant noodles, try oats with veggies and spices, savory oatmeal, brown rice with steamed vegetables, and boiled eggs, homemade soups with lentils, carrots, spinach, and olive oil, whole grain toast with hummus and cucumber slices. Add in eye-friendly spices like turmeric. Anti-inflammatory, and garlic supports blood flow. Tip for seniors who live alone: cook once, eat twice. Make a pot of soup or rice and store it for 2 to 3 meals. That way you're saving time without hurting your health. Have you kicked the noodle habit? Let us know what you eat instead. Your experience could inspire another senior to make a life-saving change. We've now covered 6 of the 7 harmful daily foods that may be damaging your vision after 60. Each one is common. Each one is quiet. But the cumulative damage they cause is very real. And very. Food number 7. Sweetened drinks and packaged snacks. The sweet trap that silently steals your sight. They're everywhere. Sodas, fruit juices, energy drinks, and convenient snacks like crackers, chips, cookies, and even granola bars. Many seniors enjoy these every day, not realizing these so-called harmless treats are among the biggest enemies of your eyes. What happens inside your body? Let's break it down. Sweetened beverages and processed snacks are high in refined sugars, unhealthy fats, sodium, and preservatives. This combo leads to blood sugar spikes, high cholesterol, and chronic inflammation. These effects weaken and damage the tiny blood vessels that supply your retina and optic nerve. The result, a much higher risk of diabetic retinopathy, macular degeneration, cataracts, dry, irritated eye, loss of sharp vision, and if you're already taking medication for high blood pressure, cholesterol, or diabetes, the damage happens even faster. Real senior example: one of my patients, a 68-year-old gentleman, had a habit of drinking fruit juice with every meal and snacking on crackers or cookies between meals. He believed juice was a healthy choice, but he came in with complaints of dry, blurry eyes and floaters. Upon examination, he had early signs of retinal bleeding caused by blood vessel damage due to sugar overload. We removed the sweet drinks, replaced them with infused water and herbal teas, and swapped his snacks for fresh fruit, yogurt, and unsalted nuts. Within 3 months, he noticed better energy and sharper vision. Better choices for eye health. Here's how to protect your vision and still enjoy snacks. Instead of this, soda, fruit juice, energy drinks, chips, crackers, cookies, granola bars. Choose this. Water with lemon, mint, or cucumber. Unsweetened herbal tea like chamomile, rooibos, ginger. A handful of almonds or walnuts. A slice of apple with peanut butter. Low sugar Greek yogurt with berries. Also, choose snacks high in vitamins A, C, E, zinc, and lutein, all crucial for protecting eye tissues. Quick tip for seniors: label reading is everything. If sugar is in the top 3 ingredients, skip it. The same goes for words like high fructose corn syrup, glucose, or maltodextrin. Comment prompt: what's one sugary snack or drink you could replace this week? Let us know below. And don't forget to check what others are saying. We're in this together. Final thoughts: your vision deserves better. Starting today, let's take a moment to reflect. Your eyesight is your gateway to independence, confidence, and connection. It's how you recognize loved ones, read your favorite book, move around safely, watch sunsets, flowers bloom, and smiles form. And the truth is, your vision doesn't have to decline just because you're aging. Many of the most common causes of senior vision loss are preventable, starting with what you eat every single day. We've uncovered the 7 foods that quietly damage your eyes. 1. Sugary breakfast cereals. 2. Processed meats. 3. Fried foods. 4. White bread. 5. Margarine and shortening. 6. Instant noodles. 7. Sweetened drinks and packaged snacks. You don't need to quit everything at once. Just pick one change to start with today, because even one better decision can lead to lower inflammation, healthier blood flow to your eyes, stronger blood vessels, sharper, longer lasting vision. Your body and your vision respond to the care you give them. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more seniors discover life-saving health information. Subscribe to Health with Seniors. We share weekly brain, heart, and vision health tips tailored for those over 60. Want help building better habits? Check out the link in the description and pinned comment to download the Senior Health app. A simple, easy-to-use guide to protect your body, brain, and eyesight with everyday routines. Before you go, tell us in the comments, what's one food from this list you're going to cut back on starting today? Bonus tip: for extra protection, start eating more leafy greens, carrots, berries, wild salmon, and eggs, foods rich in lutein, omega-3 south, and antioxidants that actively support eye health. Until next time, take care of your eyes. They're the only pair you've got. This is Dr. Ashley from Health with Seniors, helping you stay sharp, strong, and independent for life.